Hi, long time no seen, I'm Hannah and welcome to my video. I do have to admit, I kind of feel like a potato right now floating through space without any inspiration or aspiration. That is to say, I'm a bit in a creative rut. I don't know, those things always come over you and you don't expect them, and I have finals at uni and I really have to be thinking of stuff creatively, but I just can't right now. And there's been videos that I've filmed that I just scratched all together in editing because they seem like they don't seem to come together. So yeah, good times. Oh yeah, the water's starting to boil. Yes. Anyway, we're here right now today not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about anything right now. But we're going to be making chazuke. Chazuke is a Japanese dish and it comes from the two words cha and tsuke, which means literally tea and to submerge. So we're going to submerge something in tea. Well, what are we going to submerge in tea, you might ask? Rice. I've got the rice boiling right here. I think it's getting loud, so we have to change positions, but that's rice. Obviously, I didn't get the idea out of nowhere, so just let me geek out for a moment. I recently started watching Bungou Stray Dogs. By the way, one of the best and funniest shows I've seen so far. I don't know why I never heard of it. Anyway, Bungou Stray Dogs starts with Nakajima Atsushi, our main character, and he's at the brink of starvation and imagines his favorite meal, tea over rice. He's so hungry, he's starving, haraheta, I don't even know, but he just wants chazuke.
一杯の茶漬け梅干しに刻み海苔それに夕げの残りの鶏肉そいつを熱い白湯に浮かべ塩昆布と一緒にかき込む
Traditionally, chazuke is made with chicken or salmon, but I don't really eat that. So today we're going to make the plant-based version. I also don't have tea combo right now, but I have nori, so we're just gonna switch the seaweed around as well. Chazuke is a cupboard meal. It's just about whatever you have left in your fridge and you dump it on a bowl of rice and you like pour tea all over it and then you eat it, and you know, that's the meal. Okay, look. We're just doing this because I can't imagine what tea over rice tastes like, but I kind of imagine it tasting good, so that's why we're doing this. You know, I just want to see what tea over rice tastes like. Traditionally, then, after you put your leftovers on top, you garnish it with like pickled vegetables and, you know, your salted seaweed, and then you pour it over with like steaming hot tea, and then you've got your dish. And I think that just sounds yummy. And I'm also eating this for breakfast right now because it's actually a meal that you can eat at any time of the day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this kind of Japanese meal that I've never had before, and it's so simple. I know I shouldn't make a video about this, but I get excited over simple things, so that's why we're here. We actually have some mushroom stir fry leftovers, so I'm going to use this as my main topping to kind of replace the salmon or chicken. I'm also going to add some spring onion to it. Let's make some tea. Brief excursus into filmmaking. Tea over Rice, or The Taste of Green Tea Over Rice, is also a film from 1952 by Yasujiro Ozu. I'm bringing this up because if you're interested in filmmaking or have any interest in films, you've probably heard of him before, as he's one of the most influential screenwriters slash directors slash filmmakers of his time. And if you haven't heard of him before, I feel very honored to introduce you right now. His style not only influenced generations to come, but it was so unique at the time already that he really stood out. His films mostly revolve around family, relationships with elders, and domesticity. I just kind of like wanted to make the connection because the film is called Tea Over Rice as well. So yeah, if you want to go and check out his work, I highly recommend it. It's really one of a kind, and I think any filmmaker can find a great bit of inspiration in how he directs a scene, how he builds a scene. Oh my god, there's my cat. I'm sorry. Hey Mom, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, yeah, check out his work, check out this movie maybe, but if you like check out any work of Ozu, I would recommend Tokyo Story. It was voted like number 1 or 3 on a list somewhere of the best films of all time, so yeah, I highly recommend that you check out his work if you're interested in that. But for now, let's assemble food. Can't wait to eat this now, if I get the shot right. I do have my bowl of chazuke right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to eat this with chopsticks or a spoon. It's kind of shown ones where he like spoons it in when he's really hungry. I feel like I should start it with chopsticks. These aren't... There we go. Let's see what this is about. I think I can kind of see why this is a comfort meal. Like I thought, just like the flavor of tea mingles so well with the like bland flavor of rice. It's just kind of like very becoming. And that sounds like it's not tasty at all, but in that kind of bland way, it's just comforting, you know? You sometimes don't need a whole lot of spices or a whole lot of broth and flavor. Sometimes you just need tea and rice, you know? Switch to the spoon. It's the better method. Obviously the tea acts as some kind of broth here, but because it's just so hot and, I don't know, it's like gliding through your mouth. I should not become a food critic. It's just comforting. The mushrooms also work really well in this version, but I see why the main version has probably chicken or salmon, as especially salmon gives it kind of more like a fatty flavor then. I probably will be trying this again sometime with tofu or something, like smoked tofu. I think that would work really well because you get more, even like more saltiness and more flavor with that kind of thing. Like making a video like this when you're creative rot, like I just made myself something comforting to eat and called it content, and I love it. Great idea of mine. I also have my Japanese class tonight, so I feel like this is, I don't know, it's not preparation. I still have to do my vocab. I'm not a mukbanger. I've said this time and time before, but I just feel awkward eating and talking. So I'm just gonna eat and put my iPad here and watch an episode of Bungou Stray Dogs. Yay! I'm hot right now from all the warm tea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll try to think of better content ideas when my creativity is back, but for now, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, have a great night wherever you are. And as always, find me back on my channel. Let's make a second bowl of Chazuke. Whoa, oops.